How's everybody doing? My name's Mike from Roots Canine Training. Today I'm working with Mr. Rocky, and we're going to be working on getting him in and out of his crate. So what was happening in the home is with the owner, what she was doing is she would pick the dog up from wherever he was. When I went over, he was in like a penned area. So I'm assuming she would pick him up, physically pick him up from there, and then try to put him in the crate. Now, the problem is with that is the dog is not doing it on his own. So when she would do that, he would snap at her. He would be try to bite her as she would put him in the crate. So you can't just pick little dogs up. The thing is that yes, they're small. You can physically easily, I could grab this dog by the scruff and pick him up very easily. And we wouldn't do that because we gotta have him do it on his own. So when we use a leash and we lead the dog into the crate, we're physically leading him in, but he is walking in on his own recognizance. So you know he's going no. So what I just did there, which I just took my hand and just pretty much just rammed it into his side, and my fingers and act like teeth, and the nails kind of act like teeth. You know, so it gives him a little sharp poke to let him know I don't want him to jump on me. That's the first time he's really done that. And if you notice, we're outside and it is thundering pretty bad out here, which that's okay for us. It's a great place to work with the dog. If you work him during thunder like this, he's not going to be shy about thunderstorms or anything like that. And he doesn't really show anxiety. He would just bark when he would hear the thunder. So if you have a little dog, you don't want to pick them up and make them do things. There's no time you'd want to pick them up. So you basically got to think of this dog like a Mastiff. Think of this dog as you know, a 110-pound Mastiff. You can't pick that Mastiff up under any circumstance, and that's for the health of a small dog. That's the way you got to think of the small dog. Like, I can't pick him up and make him do anything just because he's small, and I could conveniently put him in the crate by picking him up doesn't mean I should. The way to do it is to use the leash, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. He's doing very good with it right away. He has not tried to bite at me, and that's just using confidence and using the leash and letting him believe he's making the decision to go in on his own. So I got a eye bolt here that I use as a tether for him, so I can bring him out here, tie him up, and then I can bring the crate out and my camera and stuff like that without him going anywhere. And it teaches him to sit still as well. If you notice, he's laying down, which that is good. Sit. Hey buddy, den. Attaboy, good den. Now use the crate door to keep him in there. So he went in on his own, no problem, no issue right there. So you just want to use the leash. You don't want to force him in. The reason he's okay with this is because he believes he's doing it on his own. Okay, so I also let him out because he's in there sitting. Good boy. Sit. Good job, buddy. He also came to heel position for me just now and sat, which I like that. That's really good, so I'm going to reward him for that. Good boy. Good boy. Then, so once I tell him to go in, my hand goes in the crate. There is no choice as far as that, but since he's walking in on his own, he feels like, okay, you know, this is doable, this is okay. He's asking me to do something, and I'm willing to comply. When you have a strong leadership presence, it helps them just want to do things. So, but your body language is a huge issue. You got to have your body under control. You got to have your emotions in check. You can't be emotional with this dog. You can't get upset if he doesn't do something like, hey, you know, see, just right there, he just did something I didn't want him to do. I didn't get emotional. I'm just moving with a purpose, shutting the door, and I told him, hey, I'm letting him know, don't do that, you know. So it's just information. So now he knows I don't want you to cross this line. I don't want you to sniff outside of the crate. I want you just sitting there. Okay. So you also, good job, good boy, sit, good boy. So that's good. I like how he's coming out of the crate. No, sit. I like how he's coming out of the crate and coming back to my side even though I'm kneeling down. And remember, there's a lot of thunder happening, so there's plenty of distractions out here for him right now. So doing this outside is going to help him make it easier for him to do it inside. Then, so that's good. He's doing good. And also having him in the crate like this with the door open shows I'm not trapping you. This is really what a true den is like. So in the wild, dogs use dens. So you know, if there's pups, when the adults go hunting, the pups stay in the den. And the only difference between a den and a crate is the crate door. So a den looks just like this in the wild, only it's not made out of wire, but it has no front. So the difference between that is the crate has the door on it. So it's natural for them to go into a small enclosed area and feel like they want to sleep. You know, they're not supposed to be anxious in there. They shouldn't bark. They're supposed to just relax and go to sleep. So this helps him feel like, okay, he's not trapping me in the crate. You know, I'm just in the crate with the door open. I could theoretically walk out, but if he tries to get out, I'm going to correct him, shut the door, or if he did actually get out, I would just correct him with the leash and with a leash pop, and then put him right back in the crate. Okay. Now, just because I pick up the leash doesn't mean he gets to come out. He has to wait till I tell him. Okay, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Then, good job, buddy. Okay, heel. Good job. No, sit. So he tried to jump on me because I'm kneeling down. He tried to jump. I'm kneeling down so the camera can see me, but he's trying to, you know, jump on me, and I don't want him to do that. He's kind of showing anxiety. I have a feeling it could be because of the thunder, but it's okay. I just need to discourage that, and that will subside. Then, good boy. So that time I didn't really have to pull him in. He kind of just went in a lot easier. Okay, heel. Good boy. Sit. Good job, buddy. Then, good. So he still needs some work. He's only been with me for a couple days now, so he needs some work on it. We're just going to keep doing this, and it will get better and better. And the key is you want to just let them have success. You want to set them up so that they're successful. And when I say that, that basically means that your game is on point, that you're catching them before they do something they're not supposed to do. Okay, heel. Good job. Sit. Good boy. Then, good. Good boy. Okay. Heel. Heel. Sit. Then, good boy. So what I'm doing too is I'm letting go of the leash like right before he gets in the crate. So I'm using less and less pressure to get him in the crate. So we do it in small steps. I'll just keep working with him like this, and slowly I'll be not using the leash as much. Okay, heel, sit, then, good boy. So that time I even let go of the leash before he even got in there. So he's doing good. We just got to keep drilling it with him, keep letting him have the success, reward him when he's doing good, discourage him when he's showing any bad behavior. And that's pretty much it. You just want to work with your dog, and this is actually how you build a good relationship with them. Not by giving them treats or anything like that, or just, you know, doing fun, what most people consider fun things with the dog. To me, this is fun. I'm showing the dog how to live a, you know, a healthy life, and it's going to make it easier on him. And this is what they like to do. They like to work with the human, and they like that experience of working. That's what they like. So they just want to interact with you. So that's why it's important not to give them unearned affection, which this dog got a lot of. You don't want to just give them affection for nothing. They want to work with you, so let them work with you. Give them the experience, and let them know when they're doing good. Discourage them when they're doing something they shouldn't do. And life will become easier for them and you. So it's something I believe they require, and this dog's going to do really good with training, I can tell. And they had a whole host of problems with him, but it's really just all the problems are a symptom of basically lack of strong leadership. So I'm going to show the owners how to do that, and he will be good.